Hello, and welcome back to Nerds and Stuff. My name is Martin Baker, and we are going to continue our one shot of Dread right now. Before we get into the second act of our adventure, I'm going to have my players introduce themselves and their characters.
Hi there, I'm Jenny Ottoway, and I'm playing Sam, the ship's or crew's technician.
The brave technician. Feel free to throw some adjectives in there now.
So brave.
Hi, I'm Daniel Peterson. I am playing Captain John Polk, our relaxed but stern captain.
Clueless.
I am Justin Briscoe. I am playing Turk Hansen, the cowardly and drug-addled medic.
I'm Daniel Shelden. I am playing the high-flying ace. Quite literally high-flying. Who does not like what has happened.
Yo, and once again, I'm Martin Baker. I'm playing the guy that makes everybody do pulls from the tower.
He's mean.
We will get back to it.
Why can't you make us do pulls from, like, a bottle of vodka instead?
That's after dark, yeah.
Thank God.
There's the stuff after
That's
dark.
the answer.
I need something to calm this anxiety.
Alright, so as you guys link up, you are starting to get an uneasy feel. In fact, even the maps, even for a government vessel, they're not adding up. Something is interesting about this ship. Disregard the potential attack. Before even then, there's something odd about this ship. You guys have the opportunity to explore now. Obviously, the desire to head to comms or ops to get a feel, get a layout, find out what's going on, find out what happened. But as you guys are walking, you hear this garbled transmission again.
Are we hearing that, like, through the whole ship?
Through local comms. You have it open to, it's constantly scanning radio frequencies, but it's very localized. It's not it's not out of the ship. This is in the ship, and you even feel like you guys hear different words coming out of this transmission. You hear, hear me, King, 3-6, injuries, research. You kind of hear these garbled words, and you're not entirely sure those are the words you even heard. Those are the words that you guys kind of agree upon that you heard. Now, most of it is garbled, but it sounds like a young or middle-aged man. He sounds oddly comfortable or calm.
He doesn't sound panicked.
He doesn't sound panicked. There's this weird echoey reverberation with it, like he's hiding somewhere almost. It sounds... It's hard to tell without hearing it again.
I guess I'm going to switch over my outbound comms to that frequency.
Okay. And immediately as you even switch over to the frequency, you get some really nasty feedback that swells in your audio, pierces your eardrums, and you immediately shut it off.
Alright, well, okay, a couple of things. What the fuck happened back there? Before we go anywhere else, can we just all agree on what happened?
We were in two different spots. I don't know what you're talking about.
We
So
fixed
what-
it on the generator.
What did you see?
I mean, once gravity came back on, everything just started falling. I didn't see
A bunch of
anything
debris
other than
just...
that.
Did you hear anything try and get into vents?
No, but I did hear you guys freak out a little bit.
Something pushed me against the wall, ripped open the vent, and I think it's crawling around in the vents now. I couldn't see it, but that's what I heard.
What's crawling? What could still be
Yeah.
alive on this?
Whatever.
No, you didn't give me, like, bad inventory now, did you?
No, inventory is the same as it's always been.
So,
Why are you talking about inventory?
Because
they're really dedicated to their job, but maybe something
Well, I appreciate
didn't
that, but
come
there's the right
if
time
you've
and
done
the right
inventory.
place.
Listen, we've done inventory before. It's not this fast acting.
yeah,
What?
I said, look,
They're really dedicated to their job, John. It's fine.
Trust me, something is
You
in
have
here.
to know how to talk to them.
Look at my fucking mask. You think I did that myself?
A lot of debris fell from the
Yeah, did you guys...
engine compartment.
Did something fall
probably
at like
should
a
have given a
45-degree
heads up
angle to push
about
me
that.
sideways into a wall? I don't think so. And then take off?
look, all I'm saying is that we are fairly certain that something's moving on this ship. And
You
I
saw
don't-
it, right? You were
I
there.
don't know. I felt something move.
Okay. I'm not saying I don't believe you.
I'm just saying, be on your guard, alright?
So as you guys say that, be on your guard, you turn a corner, and there's a long hallway leading towards the front of the ship, and there's been signs of a struggle. There's bullet casings everywhere, there's blood splatter, there's signs of a fire even, and there's even weapons strewn about on the ground.
I'm gonna try and...
Small handguns, there's even an assault rifle. Something definitely happened on the ship. A firefight of some sorts.
I'm gonna try and grab any gun.
Okay.
Specifically, like an assault rifle and a pistol.
Okay. You pick up a weapon, empty. You pick up another weapon, empty. You pick up another weapon, empty. As far as you can tell, all of these weapons have been completely discharged of all ammunition.
So you guys think this was just target practice for falling debris? Is that what you think happened?
Maybe there's something here.
Yeah, there's
So-
something here.
Is this an predictable armament for a colony ship?
Not at all. In fact, as you guys are walking down this hallway looking, you see fake walls that have a sort of armory layout. All the weapons have been drained, but none of the maps and
Like panels.
there's
false
panels that look like a wall that were specifically pressed in a certain way that revealed an armory of sorts. And they're not on the maps, and there's sure as shit no reason why a colony ship would have, now you guys can make 2 pulls voluntarily. One will get you information, another will get you something else. These are voluntary polls. Neither one
Do
are
it,
critical
Ace.
to the
Do
progress of the game.
I'm just trying to get to the medbay. I don't
Deal.
care about anything else.
Deal. And the medbay is nearby. You've seen signs that say medical and then have arrows.
So Sam studies maps. She likes ships. She likes big ships. She wants to be on a much bigger ship than than her cruise ship actually is. Would I know anything based on seeing the ship as we were pulling up to it and seeing the maps? Do the maps look smaller than they should for this ship?
Whoever
Or-
designed this ship did a horrible job at it, and a poll will get you more information.
I think I'm going for one.
Okay. Are you going for the other one?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Unless I'm stealing it
No,
from
that's
someone that
that's
wanted
all
to do
you,
it.
girl.
So you guys are walking down this hallway. There's bullet casings everywhere. Some of these
But
weapons.
there's no bodies.
There's no bodies, but there's a ton of blood. There's not even
there
body
were
parts.
bodies.
There's not even body parts.
Are there like drag marks from there was a body here and it got dragged away?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Most of the blood is like frozen, or it's starting to thaw a
Oh,
little bit from how cold it was.
Can I go in
Yeah,
here?
go ahead. So you guys are looking around, wandering. Ace is picking up gun after
That would be a
gun.
bad decision.
They're all clicked back, empty. Some of them don't even have the magazines in them. Some of them are just covered in blood. One of them's broken in half somehow. This is unnatural.
This is not a normal armament for a ship like this.
Jenny,
Colony ship
hold up.
shouldn't
I
be-
can feel a sneeze coming on, and I don't want it to impact you in any way.
These are them stress sneezes.
Oh man, it's intense. I feel it right through my nose, and I know the second you go for it, I'm gonna sneeze.
So while he's working on that, John actually
I'm gonna give you a second.
heads over and he finds a hand. He even starts picking up handguns, inspecting them. That pole gives you a handgun with what appears to be 3 bullets ready to be fired. Now, Ace, you also see that the captain finds this handgun as well. Yep, you're good to go. So
This tower sucks,
You're
by the way.
completely oblivious to them checking the weapons. You're looking at. There's this section of
God.
ship in the middle that just doesn't make sense. The more you're thinking about the map, the more you're looking, the more you're walking. You're even knocking on this metal wall. Things about this ship don't add up. Things about this
Okay.
ship don't add up, and you're pretty sure that this ship has secret rooms
Okay.
that you might be able to access somehow. And the more you guys press on this, the more this does not feel like a colony ship.
So, who sent us here, Captain?
Well, I found one that's not dry, but and then I kind of just hid it on my belt. But our initial contract is just government salvage. Okay.
Well, it wasn't even salvage. It was just report on status and salvage if necessary.
Do we know anything about any? Things aren't adding up with how big this ship is.
It was a very short briefing. Okay, I got information about potential locations, course headings, destinations.
Not only that, but he has to bid against other captains to take this job. It's not. They just put out a 2-sentence alert, and you guys have to bid, which is why you guys don't make a ton of money.
Which is why
you guys have side businesses. Yeah.
With how big this ship is, and looking at the maps, there should be more rooms on this map.
Well, and what's with all these guns? These are military-issue weaponry. These are not civilian or colonist. This is way more firepower than anyone
agreed.
really allowed to carry.
First thing, you confident with that pistol?
Ace, you don't have to worry.
Look, I'm just making sure. Like, I was top of my class, and I want to make sure you're confident in it.
Ace, I've been handling these longer than you've been alive.
That's probably true.
You sure you don't want me to take that gun? I could use it.
Turk, I think you're good.
All right.
I think first thing we need to do is we need some answers. Let's go to the comms and see if we can clear up that signal. If there's anyone here that's still alive, we need to talk to them.
I agree with that.
I want to get to the bridge and find out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, where's the captain's log?
I'm going to the med bay. I gotta find out what this stuff is we're breathing in.
Now the med bay is actually on the way to comms or to ops. So as you guys press in a little bit more, you see more signs of carnage, more signs of battle, more signs of something not right, something not adding up. And you guys press in, and you see the medical bay. Now this place has been getting worse and worse as you head towards ops. Medical has a door that they usually open like this. One of them was bent outward from medical.
As in
Instead
someone
of
inside
sliding
medical?
open, it looks like something was in medical that went through the double doors. And the doors don't bend this way, so something forcibly, powerfully pushed out of medical.
So like a human could not do this. Like if I was really angry and I wanted to push those doors open, it was very unlikely.
It is very unlikely. Several maybe, but it's something with immense power pushed its way out of medical.
All right, this is good news for me, guys.
So as you peek in, you're shining lights. There's still a gray haze about, clouding vision, but it's not terrible anymore. It's not a dense fog. It just lingers. So as you look in there, this place is a mess. It's a gorgeous facility if it weren't trashed the way it is. Supplies are left open, cabinets have been smashed, there's shotguns everywhere, there's weapons, casings, there's blood and brains, but no bodies again.
Well, whatever was in here left, so this is the best place to be.
There's also beds with straps, and it looks like the straps were chewed through.
Alright. This is some bullshit. Let's, I think what we're gonna find in the log rather than...
I don't think there's any
I'm
other...
curious what the gray dust is, though. Can you figure it out?
I just look like any of the machines are...
You would be able to do some basic medicine.
Alright, I need somebody to come in here with me, though. I was gonna do it alone, but I do not feel comfortable in here alone.
I got your back.
Hey, she with
Captain,
me?
you stay outside.
Yeah, look at
You
these
want to take
doors.
guard?
Even with arms like mine, you couldn't bend these.
No.
I'm gonna try to crawl in
Captain,
between
that's
the
not
doors.
really saying much.
So you can go kind of horizontal,
Dang.
sneak through like a thin passageway. You guys sneak in. Is everybody going into medical?
I think everyone's going.
I think we're just hanging out together for
Yeah,
now.
so everybody presses into medical. It's a disaster. You guys are still looking at the carnage. He presses over to like a microscope, like a processor analyzer.
Yeah.
You put in some of this gray dust, and you start to power it up. I'm going to need you to make a pull from the tower to get a proper analyzation.
How do I die from analyzing dust?
It's bad dust. It's real bad dust.
Martin can make people die in interesting ways.
Now remember, you don't always die when the tower collapses. You're just removed from the narrative.
Yeah.
But
You want me to move
I
my
have,
soda?
yeah, I have plenty of ways. Yeah, you can use this now because I'm done getting all jacked up on caffeine for a little while.
You can always choose to not.
So
this
you start-
tower sucks.
You start collecting samples.
I almost
You
wanted to follow.
put 3 different samples in the
I don't wanna follow
analyzer.
You.
You draw whatever power you can from the machine and start to fire it up.
It's terrible. Right.
You start to fire it up. The machine warbles to life. It starts to spin up the samples. It's starting to process it. You see a side computer fire up with life. You see it start to do its kind of coding outlay, showing it's firing up. It starts to do the readouts, and as the samples start to produce, you're noticing something very unusual. You're noticing that all the samples you've collected are registering as human skin cells. This is not a cremation.
Right.
This is just skin
Right.
cells.
So no bones, no organs.
No bones, no
Okay.
organs. There is traces of blood, but it's really hard to tell what's going on.
Right.
If you were to make a guess, it's almost like this ship is thousands of years old that had people live on it and nobody ever cleaned it. Nobody ever, this is dust, but
Right.
in the worst way possible.
This is not like somebody was burnt. It's more like it was just.
Shed.
Yeah. Okay. I will relay this information to them.
Deal. It is very unusual, though.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Turk? Like, it's just skin?
It's registering as skin cells. It's not human bodies.
This is a
we would
lot of
find-
skin.
They're also insanely radiated.
That are,
So like someone was put onto some sort of like fucking
I mean, look-
device and then they just exploded?
okay, I don't know what's going on, but look around. It looks like there's some kind of experiments going on this ship. There's beds with straps. You don't see that in your normal med bay. I think they were doing experimentation, something like that on this ship that they weren't supposed to be doing.
Are there any sort of medical logs around here that we can take a look at?
Those would all be. They would also all be stored in.
There are
base.
some computers that would have medical logs, yes, and you could examine those if you want.
Good.
Let's just get a comms. So, Daniel does not want to pull from that tower to find out more medical
I'm a
information.
medic. I'm gonna look for the logs. I don't want to, but I have to look for the logs. All right. I want to see if I can find the medical logs.
The player doesn't want to, but character would.
Yeah, there's no way he wouldn't.
Deal. I'm gonna need a pull from the tower to
can't
gain
look.
medical information from the terminals. This is a janky fucking tower.
This tower sucks.
Sheldon's not even watching. Ace wants to be no part of this. Oh man, that tower just rotate a little bit.
It does every time I pull. I just
Luckily,
rotate it
the
and
one
rotate
right
it back.
above that looks pretty
It's
loose.
super
for future-
loose, yeah.
So as you start to fire up the computer terminal, you see a lot of logs referencing patient 0,
Okay.
and that something happened. It's not clear. A lot of the information is corrupted, but patient 0 gained a lot of aggression, a lot of strength, and like low to 0 pain threshold tolerance. And there's speaking of infection, there's speaking of something about his skin, but it's hard, the rest of the data is corrupted, but you see that his skin is repeated often.
Martin, are we fighting space zombies?
I don't know, make a pull from the tower.
Nope.
All right.
I'm
So
assuming you told us all that.
there's a.
So, and then as you go further down along, sorry,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
yeah.
you're relating most of this.
Sure,
but
yeah.
You also see that several others were infected as well.
right.
That patient 0 was the one that escaped through the doors most likely, but you can also tell that others were infected that didn't even have contact with patient 0.
What?
I
Wait,
immediately think back to taking drugs with my buddy and do an internal face palm. I say, guys, I know you weren't planning on it. Do not remove your masks. I think there's a virus on this ship. I think this whole crew I think they were killed, but I also think they killed each other. I have a feeling that this virus...
Is in the skin.
No, that's not what I have a feeling. I have a feeling that
I'm not a medic.
I have a feeling they
just
shed their
love
skin.
British.
I think that thing we saw, that I saw, that nobody else saw,
Shed their skin?
I think the skin, they lose their skin, they become something else. I think that's what pushed me against the wall. I think
That doesn't sound like a virus. A virus makes you sick for 2 weeks.
Who's the doctor
Very
here?
nice.
Look, I'm just throwing it out there. Are you sure that it is not some sort of contagion?
Here's what I
through
know.
The air?
I'll stop making wild guesses, and I'll say what I know. There's contamination on this ship. There's a virus that kills.
Right.
It does not have to be transmitted directly from somebody who has the disease.
How's it transmitted then?
Most likely airborne.
Everybody's... Is your helmet integrity maintained?
As far as I can tell, yeah. I'm not losing oxygen. I think I'm okay.
In this moment, you hear through the vents above you guys.
Captain, it's here.
How
It's
much
fucking
has the
here.
dust settled now?
It's still eerie, like a setting after it's been bombed or
But
something.
like I can see my hand.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. You can see across
Yeah,
most
cool.
of the medical bay. It's just kind of a hazy. It's
Kind of
very.
like Silent Hill style.
It's super unsettling. Very much Silent Hill setting. It's just
But I understand.
smoky
Okay.
and
Like
it's
when-
eerie.
The hills were burning and we had like 15 feet visibility.
And
Okay.
there's something in the vents above you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get to comms now.
Yeah, I say we leave, figure out what happened, and
Let's
then
get the hell out of here.
Do we have gravity? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had
so then
gravity this time.
I like want to book it.
So you're turning off your mag boots so you can travel faster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see him do that.
And I'm like-
why didn't I think of that
I'm like
sooner?
grabbing Turk and like
Yeah.
pulling him along.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how well you can move in your current psychological state.
And I'm clunking around with my still by two giant bags in my hands.
Deal. So as you guys press forward, you make it to ops. You see that the door has been blown open. That there was maybe breach charges or something used. It looks like it was blown into ops from the outside, from the hallway. As you guys enter, more signs of battle, more signs of carnage. There's still no bodies, tons of frozen over blood. Some of the terminals have been destroyed. Some of them looks like they were smashed on purpose, but it's hard to make out what's going on until you guys investigate further. So
I'm gonna investigate further, and as much as I don't,
we don't have to make pulls yet. What do you guys want to do now that you're at ops? There are 3 sections of ops. It's a rather large bridge area. There is the initial bridge, which has open screens and observation windows and stuff like that. There is a section for comms specifically, and there's also a section for navigation.
So I think
And each one of these
if I can make
stations,
some assignments.
each one of these
sure,
stations
yeah.
can probably house anywhere from like 4 to 10 workers at a time. So this is a big open room, and it looks like there was kind of like a last stand almost that took part here.
Turk, you watch the door. Let us know if anyone's coming up this hallway. Ace, you look for navigation logs, see if you can find out what happened. Sam, anything mechanical that would explain the loss of power, the sabotage. I'll try to look for captain's records. I have clearance that can get me in places you guys can't.
I give my knife to Turk, and I just go, just in case. Please don't need it. Please don't lose it.
All right.
Are you having him cover the hallway without the gun?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just supposed to be watching.
Then do what if something comes?
Yell at them.
I guess I'll toss you the pistol. Whoa.
You're
No,
gonna
toss
give Turk.
it.
You're
Hold
gonna
on.
give Turk the
I'll
gun.
No,
take
you're
it.
not.
Turk,
Thanks for the knife. But
are you gonna be okay?
yeah, I'll be fine. I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'll let you know if I see something. I'm screaming and then hiding behind something. But yeah, I'll watch down the hallway.
We'll be here real quick if you need us.
Right.
I toss the pistol to Ace.
Cap.
I'm like, I may be in pretty deep into some computer systems. Your first response.
You got it, Cap. So I'm gonna go into that nav log.
Yeah. So Navlog shows that they had stopped off at a planet on their course that was unscheduled. Okay? It was an uncharted planet. There are 0 records of any activities that took place. They spent 2 days in orbit and returned back to their normal course. Probably within 3 days, the ship stopped reporting navigation updates, and it also reported engine failure.
Okay.
Are the people in this room where they can see me? Or are they like all spreading out to very different parts?
It's a very big room, and there's a lot of consoles and chairs everywhere, so it's kind of hit and miss all over the place.
Okay.
Is that the total information I can find?
It looks like a lot more stuff would be restricted by security codes and passwords and security clearances.
Okay.
So without some extreme hacking or without like a key card, you would not be able to gain more information.
I was ready to pull, but I'm not a hacker.
Yeah.
And there's no... I guess I'll look for a key card, but I'm guessing there's not going to be one right next to the computer like I want there to be.
Probably
Yeah, it's
not.
like the guy that always writes his password on a sticky note and puts it on his computer screen.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till nobody's looking, and I'm going to try to sneak back to the med bay.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Okay, what are you guys doing?
I'm looking for captain's logs.
Okay, you find a captain's helm, but everything is restricted by level 3 security access.
Which I'm assuming is higher than I have.
You have 0
the
access
salvage
according to the
captain.
ship, yeah.
You're a technician.
I am a technician. Can I try to hack?
So you can definitely do some basic computing for free,
Okay.
or you can make polls to gain more information.
What do I get
So
from my for free?
for free, you discover that that food would be located in the hydroponic gardens or crew quarters. That there was an observation deck up above, and you get some more information about it. If there were people on this ship, even hiding out, it would be most likely that they would be on the 3rd floor that you make sense of.
Okay.
Just looking at the map, you also detect that the 3rd floor has a lot less of these inadequacies in ship design.
Okay.
Whatever's going on, the bulk of it is
Second.
next to medical, and there's a huge chunk just unaccounted for that's listed as infrastructure,
Okay.
as hull, as circuitry, and it doesn't make sense. It's like a room in a house listed as drywall or concrete. It just doesn't make sense. So if you were to press on, it's a 2-pull minimum to gain more information.
There were not 2 things we can pull from that.
You little
I don't know. Like, I want more, but I don't know.
You're a gambler.
I don't. We could also just head to the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Yeah, we all can do that.
So you're not gonna pull?
I mean, can I try and then...
It's 2 or
Can
nothing. There's not.
But yes,
yeah.
but can I test things and then...
Yeah, if you want to pull one and then abandon it, then yeah, that'd
be the worst.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to fuck everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna let you think on that.
Okay, yeah.
You're heading back to medical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What I want to try to do is find if they have a scanner or something to see if I have this disease.
Okay.
Because he thinks that opening that visor was not a great idea now.
Deal. So you head back to medical, and how are you going to test yourself?
Well, I want to see, do they have like one of those super advanced like full body scanners that I don't have to take stuff off for?
For sure, completely destroyed.
Okay, then. And what I'm going to do is the old fashioned, I'm going to like open up, try to get a little bit of blood out with a needle and test my blood to see.
Out of your wrist, or are you going to go for an elbow?
Well, it'll be like, no, it's going to be like right here.
Okay. You're
Because
just
I
gonna-
don't want to like expose
Yeah.
too much
Okay.
skin.
So you're just going to draw some blood from your forearm
Yeah.
as quickly as possible, I'm
Right.
assuming? Okay.
And I
it
don't
will-
want these guys to know that I'm
It
suspecting that I
will
have this
take
virus.
one more pull from the
Yeah,
tower to
I
do
figured.
an active
Oh, Jesus.
slow,
fine.
steady.
It's fine.
Steady. Stay on target.
Stay on target.
So you uncouple your glove.
Luke.
You uncouple your glove, and you pull it off, and you pull out this blood extractor syringe. You're recklessly kind of holding yourself down, wedging it, You start to withdraw blood. You put it into the analyzer. You start to run. And you detect, your traditional bloodlines, your STD pops out. No signs of infection. No signs of skin decay, anything like that. You do see mild levels of radiation.
Right.
Nothing that would even make you sick. You are starting to get a tension headache a little bit, you notice, but nothing terrible. No obvious signs of infection.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna, for now, he's gonna deal with the headache and go back, try to sneak back.
Deal. As you start heading back,
everything's cool and I get there fine.
Best horror movie ever.
Yeah.
you hear something making a soft sound around some debris.
In
You
the
hear
midday
just like
around
a
the
soft
hall.
clicking. Like,
It's not.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the debris. Am I in the hall now or is it in the
it's
medbay?
in medbay.
Okay, is it towards the door or away from the door?
It's deeper in medbay.
Okay, I'm just gonna stare at where that debris is with the knife out and back towards the door.
Yeah. So you start backing out and you
Yeah.
just hear almost like fingers tapping on metal.
Yeah. I'm not investigating, I'm still backing away.
Okay. And you
I'm by
return-
myself, I have no bravery at all right now.
Yeah. And so as you you come out of medical, you
Yeah.
start walking around a little bit, and as you turn the corner, you're like kind of hustling down the hallway.
Yeah.
As you're heading back into the comms or into ops, you see something that kind of chills you to your bone as you're turning into ops.
Okay.
You, in the light, in the haze, in the smoke, you see a silhouette standing upright of a man-shaped person.
And it's where is it at?
So you're coming this
Yeah.
way, you turn, and then you have to turn again to go
Okay.
in there. As you're doing like a hard left, just getting back,
Yeah.
you're freaked out,
Yeah.
you're hustling. As you turn back into ops, you see a man
And
standing
it's
there.
in front of me between me and Ops?
No, you can head into ops. It was
Okay.
further down
Okay.
this hallway.
I'm gonna run in and just start yelling, "There's something out there! Get over here now!"
I'm gonna fucking run.
Yeah, so you guys all run.
I'm not making pulse.
You're not making polls. Okay. You guys come back out. You guys are standing by the doorway, or
Yeah,
the
then I'm gonna tell him what I saw,
the
like,
exploded
right around the
frame of the
corner.
doorway.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Where was he?
He was just right around the corner down the hallway.
JP, did you get anything?
No, I didn't. Something. This is a different class of ship. My clearance apparently doesn't carry through on a vessel like this.
Yeah, this is a government ship. This is some sort of military bullshit. They landed on a planet, didn't mark down anything, didn't say anything about what they were doing there. For 2 days they were there. And then they leave for no reason. Look, that's the last stop they made. And then this shit happens? They pick something up that they didn't mean to. And then they bring it back on this ship and it kills everyone.
One of the consoles behind you guys explodes and sends sparks into the air and scares the shit out of all four of you.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ!
I think we got our report, Captain.
I think we should head to the 3rd floor.
So as you guys are kind of debating what to do, you hear through the one of the kind of communication consoles, there's a warbly voice, a computer voice, saying, "Airlock decouple. Airlock decoupling."
No.
To the ship. We gotta get back. We gotta get back to our ship before they release the airlock.
Let's go.
If the airlock
It's
is truly
too late.
decoupling, this ship is moments from unpairing. If you were to
Yeah, we
take
won't.
an elevator from here directly to your ship,
Yeah.
you wouldn't make it.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's too late. If that is correct, the ship will be gone by the time we get back.
You guys press forward to the observation windows, and you actually see the Maruu drifting forward, and its engines fire up.
Someone took her
Lost
ship.
There she goes again.
I did so much
Leaving
work
me
on
behind.
her.
Captain, make a pull from the tower.
Clearly nothing but anxiety.
No, this is just a fuck this sucks pull.
Love that ship.
Oh my god.
You see this small ship, your home for days, months, years.
You guys suck.
The engines fire up, and it starts to just slowly drift as you see these yellow-white burning engines going farther and farther away.
Ace just starts screaming and like does that thing where he's pounding near the windshield and just screams, "You son of a bitch! How dare you leave us like this? Fuck! God damn it! Fuck!"
You could try to communicate with your ship if you wanted to open lines of communication.
Oh, I'm gonna communicate with that
You
ship.
mash down the button and you open lines. You're just screaming, who the fuck took our ship? And when you open it and give them time to respond, you just hear a soft clicking sound. Like teeth chattering.
The hell does that mean?
What is that?
And then they turn off comms.
Has
Well,
anybody heard that sound before?
Yeah, I have.
what?
What do you mean? When?
In medbay, when I went back to medbay.
You did
Why
what?
did you go back to medbay?
Well, you guys were looking
Turk,
at
you
me.
had an assignment. Okay, we operate as a team here.
Power to the ship rolls off.
Great.
Sparks
now what?
start shooting out as the reactor starts to overheat a little bit because its radiation couplings are not stable. It overheats. You hear explosions elsewhere in the ship. You see sparks shoot up as the lights kill back into these red kind of floodlights. Now, the cockpit does have stronger running lights, but it's still an eerie red glow as the smoke of this skin cloud starts to swell back in and settle. You guys hear something moving in this room with you. You start to frantically look around, and something leaps out and lands on top of Sam's spacesuit, slamming her into these computer consoles. Make a pull from the tower.
Bye, guys. I don't know where to pull from this thing.
Goodbye, Sam. I think there's at least one more pull somewhere.
Oh?
Yeah, I think that one's okay.
I mean, the top third is looking like it might have some
Yeah,
saving grace up
except
there.
then
When
the
you touch
whole
them,
thing
yeah, the whole
tilts.
thing moves.
It's pretty scurry.
So this thing leaps in this lower gravity, slams Sam into these computer consoles kind of nearby. She was a little bit farther back. She's not the captain. She's not the pilot. She's not standing at the windows. Turk, you turn and you see this, and you see something that terrifies you. I'm going to need you to make a pull from the tower to get your mind around it. To keep your composure. You do not have to pull from this tower.
Oh, if we're talking about whether I have my composure or not, I'm not
Okay.
pulling from the tower. My composure is
Hey,
gone.
you have the gun?
No, he gave it
I
to
just
me.
had a knife.
Okay.
I have a
You
knife.
have the gun?
Yeah,
now? Okay.
Captain gave me the gun. He has
Deal.
my knife.
I will
Deal.
make one pull for the tower to see if he's lost his shit, but he's also in love with Sam. See which one wins out here, right?
Something is attacking Sam, trying to rip open her suit. Man, that tower
She just had her
gently
shit
wobbled.
sleeve. She put so much work into that ship.
So you turn and you look, and what you see horrifies you. You
Why
see
wouldn't it?
a man without skin. You see muscle and sinew, and it looks distorted. It looks burnt. It looks like it's been bathed in radiation to where it's not mutated, but it's horrific. It's a man without skin, and he's on top of Sam, bashing her helmet into these computer consoles, into the floor, and he's just violently ripping at her suit. You can hear air depressurizing from her suit. You hear her screen cracking. As you kind of start to snap into it, what do you do?
I'm gonna take all the fucking morphine I have in my medical kit, put all the needles in 2 hands, and try to jump on his back and try to give him an overdose of morphine.
Okay. So you jump in a zero gravity kind of thing.
Yeah.
You kind of like collide real quick with the ceiling. You come down awkwardly. You
Right.
stab him with this morphine. He's as you stab him. You hear his teeth chatter frantically as he's just ripping. He reaches up and grabs you and throws you across the room. In zero gravity, you fly and you slam into the back wall. Computer panels jabbing you in your back. These stations. You see him start to twitch frantically, and you see him just frothing at the mouth. The rest of you two turn. Your suit is just shooting out oxygen.
Yeah.
You're clearly your suit is not sealed. Your suit is not sealed. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna run at that thing. I'm gonna try and get us mount it from the back and point blank shoot it in the head.
Okay. So
Trying to not make sure
yeah.
she's on the other side, obviously.
So
Is
I'm gonna
there-
make.
You go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna make you make 2 pulls from the tower to basically coup de grace this thing in the head with a gun.
Is there any oxygen still left over?
Sorry, still left over in the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This
Yeah.
is like her suit has been.
So just the power's out, but it's right
Well,
Everybody's
well,
been compromised.
life supports have turned off as well, but it's not immediate.
right.
There's still
gotcha.
air
It
in the
didn't
room.
Suck it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if there are hull breaches, then it's bad,
Yeah.
right?
Come on, you got it,
Make good
Shelden.
choices.
He's got one.
Yeah, perfect.
That's 1. So you run over to this creature, this husk of a man, and you run over, you grab it. It throws Turk across the room in this low gravity situation. He slams, and you hear open comms of him groan in severe pain. You grab this thing off Sam, you hoist her up, you put the gun to his head. You're behind him, right? Mm-hmm. You put the gun to his head and you blow his brains out. Okay? He falls, he kind of falls loosely, lifelessly over to the ground. His muscles and his body still twitching with this adrenaline, with this violence. He starts to slowly rise up again.
Of course.
You
he
put
does.
more bullets into him.
God, I've got to.
Is his head gone?
His head has a huge
Yeah.
gaping blast out the back.
I'm just
He's
trying to
just
think.
slowly like lurching and twisting. He looks, his body is not responding. He looks as though he's dying, and just it's sheer nerves just keeping him moving at this point.
Hey, Johnny B, got any ideas on how to fucking kill this thing?
Ace.
He's rising and starting to lurch towards you guys. What do? You don't have time to talk.
I'm gonna shoot him again in the head.
Okay, boom, 1 more. And he actually falls back, and you hear something different. You hear a screech that this creature did not make. It's something slightly different. And the second he slams into the ground, you see his body twist and retch, and then something detach from the back of his neck that you didn't notice before. It looked like burnt muscle. It looked like something different. It looked like husks of skin or muscle or something, but you see this thing detach and scurry into the vents.
I'm gonna chase after it. I'm gonna try and stomp on it, grab
no,
it,
you
whatever
start
I
shooting,
can.
but it slides into the vents. It almost, when what you see, it almost looks like a face hugger from Aliens. And you fire until your
I
gun...
don't fire at it. No, I said I'm gonna chase at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and
You-
snap it.
you-
I've got 1 bullet left.
You do not even get close to
Okay.
it before it disappears into the vents. Now, as you look at this husk, as you guys gather around this husk, your suit...
I was like, am I
Is
gonna need to make a
worthless.
pull to see if I survive?
Well, no, like you can still.
you're
breathe and stuff.
ravaged, you're
Okay.
bloodied, you're
I
terrified.
got 1 arm that's metal.
Yeah.
That's good.
But your suit is worthless, and there's no point in having it on at this point. Logistically, you can still have it
Yeah.
on for whatever reason, but
Yeah, no.
yeah. All right, so you
There be more in
as you guys look at this husk of a man, you can tell that it's wearing an ISS uniform, or at least scraps of one.
Sam, are you okay? Are you good?
For now.
Turk, are you all right? You got launched pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I'm good, man.
Ace,
So you-
what
Your
the
suit
fuck
is
happened?
also breached a little bit.
Yeah.
Something tore it on the back. It's not as bad, but unless you do drastic repairs
I'm
to
gonna
it.
take it off
Okay.
and offer it and say, Sam, if you want to try to work this with yours, go ahead. But I'm done with suits.
I see that
It-
it's got a hole in it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's almost as worthless.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
thank you for the offer, but I'm good.
Well, on the plus side, we know what fucked him up. On the minus side, that thing's still alive. And that thing's scary.
I think we should head to the 3rd floor. If there's anybody on here that is alive, and I don't mean like that, dude, they're gonna be on the 3rd floor.
A ship of this size has to have escape pods, right? Where would those be?
3rd floor.
No. So yeah, there were very much lifeboats.
Okay.
Being-
Even as you guys had circled the ship,
We could
whatever
tell they were
sectors, yeah, you could tell that some of them were launched. It's not uncommon for a ship like this to have a sort of top brass lifeboat ship and stuff like
Yeah.
that would be hidden. But this ship has a lot of mysteries and
things.
secrets. So,
All right.
yeah.
We gotta see if there's. I don't know, because if we just sit here, we're all dead.
Look,
So
I'm
let's
just gonna
keep
say
moving.
this. I'm pretty sure that's the thing they picked up from whatever planet they were on. It attached to someone, and it got to patient 0. If that thing ever touches me, blow my brains out. I don't want to turn into one of those things.
You have the only gun.
Ditto. You've
Yeah.
got a knife. We can make it work.
Do something.
All right.
Don't let me live.
I'll stab the thing.
Hopefully that helps.
I've got an idea. It's just too bad we only have 4 of these red pills left, but these things seem to thrive on radiation. Maybe the anti-radiation pills will do something to them. I don't know.
Well, it's possible.
So at this time, your guys' communications crackle to life again, and you hear something very clear and distinct. It's not as bad as it was before, but you hear someone say, 3rd floor, observation. Clear as day.
Well, everybody, 3rd floor.
Maybe we can find some answers.
Either that or we can be done with this whole thing. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Hello? Anyone hear me?
Can I hear this
Everyone hears
with
this.
no suit on?
Well, you guys can hear it
It's coming
through
through
their
the-
comms.
okay.
Yeah. 3rd floor, observation deck. Hurry.
Is this the same one that sounds echoey?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This ain't no clicky fucker. This might be someone we can save.
Or it's a trap. Either way, we have no other options. Let's go.
I don't know if
I,
these things
for
can
once,
speak.
agree with Turk.
Let's get up there.
We may at least find out some more of what's going on or how to fight it. Or
Yeah.
maybe they were successful.
I go to hand the gun back to you.
Reach and take it.
I hand the knife to you.
Play musical weapons.
Yeah, redistribute our weaponry.
So, as you guys.
Real quick,
Yeah.
Captain, you've got a gun and a knife. Any chance we can share
Is there
those
any
weapons?
knives laying on the ground anywhere?
Not that you can find, especially in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would suspect if there were any knives or anything like that, they might be on the 3rd floor, especially in crew quarters.
Yeah.
I still have my tool belt. I can stab someone with a screwdriver.
I got a big heavy
But I don't know
radiation
what-
detector. I can
But I don't know
smash
what
stuff
Turk
with.
has.
That's fair. All right, let's go.
I used all my needles already. Didn't seem to work.
Deal, so you guys are heading up to the 3rd floor?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys press up into the top floor of the ship, having been attacked by some sort of creature that once killed, something detached and scurried off into the vents. Your ship is turning into a faint yellow-white glow, almost disappearing with the stars as it presses forward from the Aurbach. As you guys head up a side staircase, you guys peek out of the command center, looking to the left, knowing that that silhouette that you saw was probably this creature. As you guys press in on high alert, the gravity failing, Sam and Turk without suits, the air thinning, becoming cold. John and Ace helping their companions as they press forward, your mag boots locked back in. As you guys begin to press up the staircase.
We kept our boots on.
Yeah.
As you guys press up the staircase to the 3rd floor, we will call that a session.
Oh my god, that tower!
We're so dead.
Someone's
Nobody-
fucked!
Nobody touched the table.
We will be back soon for the hopefully epic conclusion
Oh my god.
of Beneath the Metal Sky.
Oh my god.
We'll see you then.
This tower is not
Watch
long
it when you
for
clap.
Hey!
We're all going to die.
Is this game different than you thought it would be?
Yeah, I'm a lot more invested than I thought I would be.
Yep, that's what gets everyone with dread.